getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a cornerback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Baker. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Escapes the sack. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Gets some space around the 30. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Extending the play now. And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
We'll call for the fair catch here. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. On the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Ball carried by the running back. Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And he's got it. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver.
And the pressure gets home. It's a sack. First down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
It's 3rd and a mile. Dropping back to throw. Receiver makes the catch. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. He's brought down out at the 46.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Here's the 2nd down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Baker. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
High completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
This is a deflating play for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback, and he uses his legs to pick it up.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting in the way of that and knocking it away.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Fires it on the move. Makes the catch downfield.
Fresno State 7, Rutgers 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. It's an option look. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
14, Rutgers 0.
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. Last drive stalled and were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Black. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Accurate throw, catch made right near the sideline. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. And the Scarlet Knights line up on 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Scarlet Knights pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's going to take off here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Single back takes the handoff. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
Quarterback drops back, looking for 6. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they'll set up for the PAT. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Fresno State 14, Rutgers 7.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. See if the offense... overcome that holding penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he'll set up to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Pressure is coming. Fights off the defender. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 18 in punt formation to kick it away.
It's a low punt. Won't travel very far. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Wow, what a play. Defensive score. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
21, Rutgers 7.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Scarlet Knights offense out there. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Looking to throw it on 1st down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And
down he goes, a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's running out of time here. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They've converted both previous 4th down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's looking deep here. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket, using his legs on the scramble. Out of bounds after another big scramble. This guy's legs has been a major weapon for the offense today.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. Only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks like he's going to run it. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Boy, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's caught. It's Booker. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense breaks a huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. The DB is backing off from the line now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Rutgers offense is back out on the field now. First down. They're going to throw the football. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. But eventually, that's going to cost you.
Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looking to chuck it again. Going for a big play downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Rutgers. No chance to catch it.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Rutgers, 14.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. And the quarterback dropping back. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Now that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Lets it go. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage?
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he's able to do.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
It's caught downfield. Tackle's made quickly, but that's a big gain. Ball moves to the 35-yard line.
Well, Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
He'll pitch it. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Didn't see anybody open. Just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
Punt team ready to boot it away.
On to kick it away.
And the Scarlet Knights offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Defense is coming after him.
Quarterback on the strike. Picks up 1. Brings up second down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch is made. Room to run here. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
The Fresno State offense is back on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up in the play and taken down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's a 1st and 10 play. There's the handoff. He breaks free. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against a pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And here's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Fresno State 24, Rutgers 14.
The shotgun running play call. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
On the double.
3rd down coming up after that running play.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Moves.
Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
4-2 Spider.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
For a sack. A loss of 11 on the play. Now, 4th down.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And that one is no good. And the lead remains 10 after that miss.
That keeps the score.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's going to take off. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
It's 2nd down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Great cut. They whiff on him. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. This game is far from over. That's an important score. We've got a 1-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. 1st down and 10. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He lets it go on the move. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. Now they'll try to tack on the PAT late in this close game. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Fresno State, 24.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He goes out quickly, but comes up with a nice interception. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keeping it on the ground here. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the back gets the football. Breaking free in midfield. And tackled there by the defense. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made on the sidelines is enough to move the sticks.
Well, when you're trying to close a game out, this is the kind of play that you need. Exactly. The quarterback makes a great throw. Good effort by the receiver. They pick up the first down, and now they can continue to work that clock to be able to secure this W.
Handoff from the shotgun. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the second down play. And now the handoff. Runs through the defender. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. And they pick up the first on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Scarlet Knights will look to convert here on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up second down.
Well, his defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
The pass rush closing in. He's found some room at the 45. They finally get him down. That's a big gain there to end the game, but the clock runs out, and he falls short. Well, a really entertaining game. It came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.